he's not flashy in his personality or his game. He's just like the hard hat guy that just does whatever you need him to do.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, right. And everything I hear about is his flexibility, his team oriented sense of everything. It's too good to be true, and almost, that they could replace, we all miss. All right, I will miss Marcus Smart. I certainly was aware of his flaws. I knew he was flawed. I loved him anyway. I always said he and Jackie Bradley Jr. were my twin, obsessions in that regard. Okay. So but wow, they replaced them, frankly. And I think adequately. Let me just say this. I'll shut up for a minute. They've opened the window even more. The window was open. It ain't going to be open for too long. He's 32, so let's remember that.
I think he's 30.
All right, he's going to be 30. It ain't better. Now remember, 15 years ago, well, 16 actually, 07, they made the cataclysmic moves that transformed that team, and the window was open, and they got it done. They could have had 3. We all know that weren't for injuries, but they got it done. This team had better act as if they got 1 year to do it. They should,
right, a sense of urgency.
They should act that way.
Yes, I mean, there's no doubt about it, because you don't know what's going to happen with Tatum long term. I mean, God bless him, but he may want to go to the Lakers. I mean, who knows? And you have to have a win now mentality. And to me, Jeff, that's what Brad Stevens has done. And I do think that he's given you all the Marcus Smart traits without the drama and without hogging the ball with 60 seconds to go.
Blockbuster Brad. He doesn't like the name, but I've heard he's being called that name within the walls of the Auerbach Center. So Brad. Brad he's a different dude, and give him credit, because I thought he'd have difficulty making some of these trades.
Nope.
I really did. I thought he'd have, actually telling these players that they're shipped out. He's such a guy who feels it, and with these relationships, he's not like a Daryl Morey type, and we'll get to Daryl Morey later here, but not about the numbers or anything like that. It's more about the relationships, and sending away Rob Williams, I'm sure was hard for him, because again, he watched that kid grow into a man from a boy. I mean, a kid who again had his issues. And
the CLNS Media Network is powered by FanDuel. Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose.
But I love the trade, because, here's the thing. And I talked to somebody in the league the other day, right after the trade, and I said, all right, compare Brogdon and Jrue Holiday, compare them to me. And he said, they're not even in the same stratosphere.
No.
And part of the deal, guys, is Brogdon wasn't a very good defender last year. Jrue Holiday is one of the top defenders in the league, probably better than Marcus Smart was last year, not 2 years ago, but better. Obviously, a better point guard, a better shooter. I mean, over the last 3 years, Jrue Holiday shot almost 40% from three. So you're adding Porzingis and Jrue Holiday. And again, I know you don't like the system, Bob, launching the threes, but if you're going to play it, have the right guys to be able to execute it. And that's what they're doing now.
I love the idea at Media Day. The Inquisitors did put Joe Mazzulla's feet to the fire about the three obsession, and he had a good joking sense of humor about it, which I did like to see, because we're still trying to learn who he is. Yes. We don't know him.
I don't think he knows, Bob.
We didn't know him.
He doesn't know Bob. He's a kid, and I'm saying this. I'm saying this in fairness to him, in fairness to, and I don't want to get too far off the trade, but in fairness to Mazzulla, he's still finding out who he is. And I'm saying that to be fair to the guy. I'm not saying it to be demeaning. But back to the issue here at hand is that after the Lillard trade went down to Milwaukee, I went, it's over. Then I heard, the Celtics could be in on Holiday. I went, okay, let's wait and see what happens. But when Lillard went to Milwaukee, I go, not happening. They're not going to win it. It's not going to happen if Milwaukee stays healthy. And then they pulled this trigger, and I telling you, Bob, I was like, it's Boston and it's Milwaukee.
Right.
And they're right there. They are right there. The Celtics can win it this year. And I haven't really felt that way. Even when they lost to Golden State, I was like, Golden State has been there, done that. They got the experience. But now I feel that this Celtic team has the personalities, the makeup, and the talent to win it. With the busy fall season already in swing, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. Head to factormeals.com/newsfeed50 and use code newsfeed50 to get 50% off. That's code newsfeed50 at factormeals.com/newsfeed50 to get 50% off.